Welcome to my channel SB Quotes. Top 38 Abraham Maslow Quotes on Life, Success. Top 10 Most Famous Abraham Maslow Quotes, Best. When people appear to be something other than good and decent, it is only because they are reacting to stress, pain, or the deprivation of basic human needs such as security, love, and self-esteem. One can choose to go back toward safety or forward toward growth. Growth must be chosen again and again, fear must be overcome again and again. If you plan on being anything less than you are capable of being, you will probably be unhappy all the days of your life. To the man who only has a hammer, everything he encounters begins to look like a nail. The great lesson is that the sacred is in the ordinary, that is to be found in one's daily life. It isn't normal to know what we want. It is a rare and difficult psychological achievement. The fact is that people are good. Give people affection and security, and they will give affection and be secure in their feelings and their behavior. All of life is education, and everybody is a teacher, and everybody is forever a pupil. A musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write, if he is to be ultimately at peace with himself. What a man can be, he must be. I can feel guilty about the past, apprehensive about the future, but only in the present can I act. The ability to be in the present moment is a major component of mental wellness. 14 Inspirational Abraham Maslow Quotes about life, self-actualization. A person who makes full use of and exploits his talents, potentialities, and capacities. Such a person seems to be fulfilling himself and doing the best he is capable of doing. The self-actualized person must find in his life those qualities that make his living rich and rewarding. He must find meaningfulness, self-sufficiency, effortlessness, playfulness, richness, simplicity, completion, necessity, perfection, individuality, beauty, and truth. The only happy people I know are the ones who are working well at something they consider important. What a man can be, he must be. This needs we call self-actualization. Every person is, in part, his own project and makes himself. One's only failure is failing to live up to one's own possibilities. If I were dropped out of a plane into the ocean and told the nearest land was 1,000 miles away, I'd still swim. And I'd despise the one who gave up. Life is an ongoing process of choosing between safety, out of fear and need for defense, and risk, for the sake of progress and growth. Make the growth choice a dozen times a day. We fear to know the fearsome and unsavory aspects of ourselves, but we fear even more to know the godlike in ourselves. Being a full human being is difficult, frightening, and problematical. It seems that the necessary thing to do is not to fear mistakes, to plunge in, to do the best that one can, hoping to learn enough from blunders to correct them eventually. Marriage is a school itself. Also, having children. Becoming a father changed my whole life. It taught me as if by revelation. One of the goals of education should be to teach that life is precious. Education can become a self-fulfilling activity, liberating in and of itself. The most stable, and therefore, the healthiest self-esteem is based on deserved respect from others rather than on external fame or celebrity and unwarranted adulation. 14 Wise Abraham Maslow Quotes, Wisdom. One's only rival is one's own potentialities. One's only failure is failing to live up to one's own possibilities. In this sense, every man can be a king, and must therefore be treated like a king. The most fortunate are those who have a wonderful capacity to appreciate again and again, freshly and naively, the basic goods of life, with awe, pleasure, wonder and even ecstasy. What is necessary to change a person is to change his awareness of himself. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. The story of the human race is the story of men and women selling themselves short. Be independent of the good opinion of other people. Seeing is better than being blind, even when seeing hurts. If the essential core of the person is denied or suppressed, he gets sick sometimes in obvious ways, sometimes in subtle ways, sometimes immediately, sometimes later. The good or healthy society would then be defined as one that permitted people's highest purposes to emerge by satisfying all their basic needs. False optimism sooner or later means disillusionment, anger, and hopelessness. Getting used to our blessings is one of the most important non-evil generators of human evil, tragedy, and suffering. Dispassionate objectivity is itself a passion, for the real and for the truth. If you think only of evil, then you become pessimistic and hopeless like Freud. But if you think there is no evil, then you're just one more deluded Pollyanna. I suppose it is tempting, if the only tool you have is a hammer, to treat everything as if it were a nail. Thanks so much for your watching. God bless you.